William Shakespeare lived in turn of the 17th century England, and like so many things during his life, words had a variety of meanings. For example, in the 16th century, the word corn applied to any plant which produced a seed that could be harvested and turned into breads, cereals, and other flours for baking food items, and even the most popular beverage in England, ale, which was safer to drink than water during Shakespeare's lifetime. Across Europe, linguistically, we see the word corn applied to everything from oats in Scotland to wheat in England and even barley in other parts of Europe throughout the 16th century. So when we see the play Coriolanus, which Shakespeare wrote around 1608, during what's known historically as the Corn Famine, what kind of plant are they referring to when the citizens open the play with a riot over corn? Let's find out this week when we ask, did Shakespeare have corn? Corn as we think of it today is historically thought to have been first brought to Europe in the 15th century after Columbus discovered it in what is now the United States. In Europe, they had seed-bearing plants which looked like corn, like wheat, barley, and oats, but they didn't have what Native Americans called maize. So European colonists used words they were familiar with to understand and describe this new grain. We see England struggle to describe this new food in examples from Gerard's Herbal in 1597, where he includes a diagram of what we know to be corn with the description turkey wheat. Wheat and corn were used interchangeably to describe a variety of grains, and corn was considered turkey wheat for the same reason the bird that we get from the same time period was also introduced to Europe. They both came to be known by that moniker because they were transported through the Ottoman Empire or Turkey, the country. Then in 1608, torrential rains wiped out most of the agricultural crops in England, leaving a shortage on any kind of corn, wheat, barley, or oats. The price of items like ale and bread skyrocketed. As those prices rose, so did the stockpile of these items by the wealthy. Official proclamations and even sermons decried hoarding practices, but they persisted, driving prices of basic food items even higher, leading to open rebellion among the people of England. The country saw at least 40 food riots between 1586 and 1631, and the opening scene of Shakespeare's Coriolanus, written around 1608, specifically depicts just such a riot. While Shakespeare's play was based on Plutarch's version of the story by the same name, Shakespeare's opening scene is completely unique to the bard, reflecting what he himself was experiencing in real life. Citizens of 1608 London really were taking to the streets to give outcry over the lack of food, and as Shakespeare's play attests, the gods sent not corn for the rich men only. That comes from Act 1. So the answer this week is yes, Shakespeare did have corn during his lifetime. But don't forget to look below the video for show notes where you can find more resources about the history of the Corn Famine and Shakespeare's Coriolanus. If you love the Shakespeare history we present here each week, then I hope you'll enjoy Experience Shakespeare, an all-new members-only series of Shakespeare history digital activity kits, as well as a printable resource library full of ebooks, maps, diagrams, and more. You can get access to all these things and join us inside the members area at CassidyCash.com/experience. That's CassidyCash.com/experience. That's it for this week. I'm Cassidy Cash, and I hope you learned something new about the Bard. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.